Hi, my name is David Fleming from Disciples Ignited, and we're studying Gems in John, devotional thoughts throughout the Gospel of John. Now, we've been reading about how Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. Now, you would think that with all the people that had heard about it and then came to see Lazarus after he'd been raised from the dead, you'd think that everybody would put their faith in Jesus who had raised Lazarus from the dead. But they didn't. In fact, some of them went to the Pharisees because they knew that the Pharisees were looking for Jesus to kill him. Let's read about it in John's Gospel, John chapter 11, starting with verse 45, going down to 47. Therefore, many of the Jews who had come to visit Mary and had seen what Jesus did believed in him. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. Then the chief priests and the Pharisees called a meeting of the Sanhedrin. What are they calling a meeting for? Do they want to put their faith in Jesus also? You'd think. But that wasn't the case. Listen. What are we accomplishing, they asked. Here is this man performing many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him. Now that would be a good thing, right? No, at least not in their sight. They don't want people to put their faith in Jesus. Now this is astounding. Who are these men that are fighting so hard against people putting their faith in Jesus? They were the religious leaders of Jesus' day. They were the ones that were saying, we are the ones who are closest to God. We are the ones that you need to follow our example because we are righteous, we are holy, we are pious. And here they were trying to get rid of Jesus, who was God in the flesh. That, my friend, tells us the danger of religion. Religion is when we try to prove ourselves to God. We try to prove to God that we are worthy of his love. We are worthy of his blessing. We try to prove ourselves by being good or our good works or whatever. But the only thing that we have proved to God is that we are sinners in need of his salvation. And that's why Jesus came, to save sinners just like you and me. But let's read on. So they had this meeting saying that we need to get rid of this man. If we let him go on like this, everyone was going to believe in him. And then the Romans will come and take away both our temple and our nation. And that was the root of the problem. They were just concerned about themselves. They say Jesus is interfering into our territory. He is going to take over the temple. He's going to take over our jobs. Jesus didn't want to take over. Not in that sense. Jesus wanted to save people because they were lost in their sins. He wanted to save those very Pharisees and Sadducees who were trying to kill him. Jesus wants to save everyone, but the choice is up to us. We have the opportunity to put our faith in Jesus, or we can do the wrong thing and reject him. Jesus has given us the choice. But Jesus worked a great miracle in raising Lazarus from the dead, and it should have jarred people out of their unbelief and caused them to turn to him with all their faith and all their love and all their adoration. It did many, but not everyone. But if you're rejecting Jesus, I want to challenge you with this. Why are you rejecting him? Are you rejecting him because you think that he's going to take over your life? Well, he will if you let him, and he'll make it better. But the choice he's going to leave up to you. He'll let you, by your own volition, your own free will, put your faith in him, or make your own mistake and reject him. That's the choice that he gave the Pharisees and the Sadducees, who did end up leading the mobs who cried out, "Crucify him, crucify him." But Jesus was doing it all for one reason: to save people like you and me. Praise be to Jesus. He is worthy of our worship, our thanks, and our eternal gratitude. But join with me tomorrow, because we have so many more gems in the Gospel of John that we want to share with you. So I'll see you tomorrow.